So easiest way, well, safest way, probably, to catch a spider. So this one's a little bit agitated because he's under a bright light at the moment. Is to take a jar, like this one, which might be familiar if you've ever had to give a sample, and sort of coax him in. So he's worked his way into a corner, so sometimes can tip it sideways a little bit. And he'll work his way away. And he's in. Next step after that is to grab something flat, so a piece of paper. I like to just stick it beside the jar. Because from there, I like to just sort of guide the spider onto the piece of paper. And once he's on the piece of paper, let's try and do this one-handed, you can lift him up, like so. Okay, so probably one of my preferred methods, he's worked his way into a corner here, is to hold the jar ready for him to run into. And he's running the wrong way, but it usually doesn't matter too much. And I just guide him with either a stick or the lid or whatever I can find. If I use the lid to guide him, it's quite easy because then I just have to put the lid on. But now we have ourselves a nice contained wolf spider. Okay, quick, low stress method. Getting the jar in position, getting some tweezers, and working away on the phone. Stick works just as well as tweezers, I just happen to have tweezers sitting right next to me. And she's not too happy, but goes in, tip the container up, and stick a lid on. So now, she is safely contained. Alright, in terms of release, it's quite a bit easier to release them. Like, you can just tip the jar out, but you have to bear in mind spiders are sometimes quite easily injured when they're being just tipped out. So some of them can actually just die from the fall out of the jar, so it sort of defeats the purpose of relocating them if you've then just gone and killed them. So what it's worthwhile doing is getting yourself nice and low. Now, I'm not too worried about this guy climbing out because wolf spiders really are terrible climbers when it comes to smooth surfaces, which is why they're also quite easy to release. So what I'll do is I'll actually get him down nice and low and try and get him on the bottom, and I'll just sort of slowly tip him out.